Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to be solving two more questions from the second chapter of the fundamentals of electric circuits. And this one, we basically are going to go through the concept of the Kirchhoff's law. And we're going to use it in these two questions. And let's get started. So in the first one, we need to find the I1, I2, and I3 on the figure. In the figure on the right hand side. So we have three different unknowns, and basically what the Kirchhoff current law says is that, so basically for every single knot that we have in here, this one, so we have like 6 knots in here, and we can go for each of these to figure out the unknowns that we have. So let's start with the top one. We don't have any unknown current entering or exiting this specific knot, but just for the sake of practice and see how this works is that, so we have 4 amp and 1 amp entering this node, and basically the one that is exiting or leaving this node, the current has to be equal to some of the other two. So 4 plus 1, and we can see that the current that is leaving that node is 5. So that's gonna like verify this law in here, but let's move on to the first node. Maybe we can go with node A. And let's see what currents are entering first. So if you look at it, we'll see that I1 is going to this node, and on the other side we have these two that are exiting. So the sum of all the current entering is I1, and this has to be equal the sum of the currents leaving, which is basically 6 plus 1, and that's going to give us 7 amp for the first unknown that we have. We can move on to another knot to figure out another unknown that we have. So we can pick this one, but the problem with this knot is that we have two unknowns, so it makes sense to pick a knot that we have the least unknown just to figure out what's going on. So because of that, we can either go with B or C. B is going to give us I2 and C is going to give us I3. So let's go with knot B first. Again, let's see what currents are entering that knot. So we can see that we have a 6 amp entering, and we have the I2 and the 7 amp exiting. That means our I2 is -1 amp, and we have a sign convention in here. When we have a negative sign for the current, that means it's in the opposite direction. So for I2 is actually going the other way around, so it will be like this way, -1 amp. So now we can move on to node 3 to find the last unknown in here. So we can see that 7 is entering and I3 and the 2 amps is exiting. So these are all in the opposite direction. So they're leaving that node. So I3 plus 2, which means I3 is 5 amp. And that's going to be our I3. We can also, just to verify our answer, move on to the node that I was talking about, this one in here, just to check out if everything is fine. So we can see that I3 is, first of all, it's entering, it's 5 amp, and this is the correct direction for I2. So we have 5 amp entering the node, and we have 4 and 1 amp exiting that node. So one thing that I put in here, so we know that I2 is negative, and this direction already shows the direction of I2. So this is 1 amp, so 1 plus 1, 4. And that shows everything's good, and we can verify our answer. Let's move on to the second question. So same idea, we have the Kirchhoff law, and sometimes we show it with KCL2, Kirchhoff current law, and we have KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law. We're going to go over that in the next videos. Very similar to the previous one, we just need to figure out I1 and I2. So we have 3 nodes in total, Again, we go with the node that we have the least unknowns. So here, let's start maybe with node, just call this one A, this one B. So we go with node A, and keep in mind that we have negative signs in here that shows that the current is actually the opposite way. So this will be in this direction. 8 amp I1 is what we are trying to figure out, and 6 also negative, so this will be in this direction too. So we can see that all of them are entering the node A, so 8 plus 6 plus I1 is equal to nothing is exiting. That means our I1 is actually negative 14 amps, so it has to be in the other way around. And if we go to the node B, we should be able to find the last unknown in here. So again, the 6 has a negative, so this is the direction 6 amp. I2 is entering and the 4 is exiting that node. So basically we have I2, I put it in the, just show it here, closer to the figure. So I2 is equal to, that's the only current that is entering B. So I2 is equal to 4 plus 6. So I2 would be 10 amp, no negative sign, and that's the correct direction for that knot. So just to verify our answer, we can just go to this knot in here. So we have 8 that is exiting. We have I1, which we figure out is actually in this direction, so 14. We have I2, which is 10. We figured out no negative sign, and 4 in here. So we have 14 plus 4 that is entering, and we have 8 plus 10 that is exiting. So 18 is equal to 18. And that shows everything is good. And yeah, I hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.